Hi there, welcome to Hanna Colors. I'm Erica. On today's weekend WIP, I'm going to be working on a page in Spirit Animals that I've had as a WIP for a really long time, and I am going to try to get some of the work done in this. I'm going to show you the page first. So we're working on, well, come on, where are you? This one. So a long time ago, I went through and did some kind of water medium background. I'm not sure what exactly I used. I think it might have been Neo Colors, but I can't remember. But it looks kind of crazy. So I'm gonna just focus first of all on the outside edges. So I'm gonna do the flowers and some of the birds and stuff like that. And then if I feel like it still needs addressed, I'll go in and mess around with the middle, but I'm not sure. I also kind of wanted to extend it out to where these flowers are because I feel like this area right here is kind of empty. So we'll see. All right, I'm gonna take a sip of my tea and we'll get started. Okay. All right, so I have some markers pulled. I have some pencils pulled. We're gonna see what we can do today. So we're gonna start on this side, I think, just so we can work from left to right. I have a marker pulled to do, that's not gonna work. I was gonna do all the little flowers in this dark blue, but these flowers right here will blend in too much. So these are not gonna be that color. I am going to use, darn it, that was gonna be my main color. Let me think about that again. Hang on a sec. All right, so I found this marker. This is a Tombow 761, so I'm just going to use this as the base color for these flowers, and we'll just get going here. So you can see that some of it has, I was not very neat with the background there, so it's just kind of everywhere. But I think this will be a pretty page once I finish it up. Okay, so hi everybody. I hope you are doing well today. It is Friday morning for me. I wanted to make sure that I got this out to you guys, and I do have some things I need to work on this weekend, so I am recording on Friday instead of Saturday morning. I need to say first, I'm doing better. So thank you to everybody who left me comments, sent me messages, watched the video, all of the above from last week. I really, truly appreciate all of just the heartfelt words that you guys gave me. It really helped. I mean, even just talking about it for that, 40 minutes or whatever I was doing on the last video, kick-started the help a little bit too. But I really just wanted to make sure that I let you guys know that your guys' kind words just really, really did help. So thank you so much for all of that. I have been trying to get myself out of this, slowly. So each day I'm doing a little bit more. I've been recording a little bit more. I've colored a little bit more. I got some laundry done, some dishes done. Called my mom, like all these things that I wasn't able to do for a few days, and I felt better. Yeah, so I think it was just, like I said, things pass, but it's not always easiest to get through that. So, all right, so I have another really light blue color that is Tombow 291. I'm just gonna go ahead and add it to these guys. I just want a couple of the flowers, and there's only a few on each side but I wanted them to have kind of this turquoisey color in there. Just a little bit. All right. Okay, so now I have some Crayola pencils. I'm gonna attempt to color it with these. So I'm gonna sharpen these really quick. All right, so this is like, so I'll put the color palette that I found on screen so that you guys can kind of see where my thought process is coming from for this. I'm gonna attempt to do, I think I'm gonna start with these ones. I'm gonna do these two big flowers down here and hope that this is the right color palette. So I'm using Crayola Fuzzy Wuzzy to start. And I'm just gonna do a light layer of that kind of everywhere where I want that main color. So yeah, so let's see, what else have I been doing this week? Yeah, just a lot of, you know, just trying to get through every day. I have not started exercising again yet, but that I actually had the urge to do that this morning. But then I wanted to record for you guys, so I thought I would do that, and then I'm going to go exercise. So hopefully that will help my mood improve as well. Oh, I'm using mahogany now. And this is going to be it's going to still be like a light flower, but it's going to be like that darker pink that was on the color palette there. Because I want these roses to be a pink tone as well, but well, maybe I'll do them. I don't know what I want to do those ones. Okay, do another layer of this Fuzzy Wuzzy color. I love the names sometimes that Crayola comes up with. So this week I released several videos on the channel. I did my completed pages. I did a planner video, and I also did my coloring plans for February, which I may have done a little soon because I have added some things that I want to try to color. So some of the things that you saw will probably not get colored this month. And it was literally from like one day to the next, and all of those, all of the February pages that the Etsy art, you know, all the artists have released, some of those have come out, and I'm just like, I need to color all of those now. It's time for those pages. Okay. All right. I like that. I'm trying to decide if I want these centers to be like sparkly gold or like a rose gold, because I do have a couple of metallic pens that might work for that. Or I could do like a really nice dark brown color. And then that way I would have some brown in here too. And I think that would be pretty. Because I'm sure I'll have like, I'm going to have like, I think rose gold colors. So I'll have some like probably on this heart, and on her jewelry will be like that rose gold color. I think if I do some brown there. So let me find a marker for that. All right, I have the Zig brushables that I'm going to use. I'm going to use this lighter side because then I can add shading and stuff with my pencils later on. So I'm just going to color in all of these little guys with that. I have been working on the next animal alphabet videos. I did finish the bear one, so that's going to be out next week, so keep an eye out for that. I like the pages that I ended up doing in that video. And then I am partway through the next letter, which is C, and C is for cat, which, you know, the majority of my books have, that looks kind of weird, but I'm sure it'll look better once I add shading. I'm sure it will, right? Like, it's not just gonna look like a crazy hot mess. All right. I think that's a good... I'm gonna have to add in the shading so that I am assured that it's not gonna look nuts. I'm gonna try to use these Derwent Drawing because they're right here on my desk, and I know I have a couple of really nice darks in here, dark chocolates. Ooh, that chocolate one right there is really good. So let me find that guy in here. Is that you? Yeah. I am just grabbing like every pencil brand that I can right now. Just using all kinds of different ones. So I have some other, I pulled some Black Widows to try to use on this page too, and it's just gonna definitely be like a super mixed media page for this one. All right, I don't hate that. I was worried it's gonna look really weird. I think it's gonna be okay. Yeah, I like that. And then I'll probably add in some like some kind of dots or something. Let's see what we got here. I have my ivory Posca. So I can just do a couple of dots on the end of each of these guys. Okay, I like that. Let me get the rest of this. It's kind of a different kind of flower for sure, but... And then the parts where I've really just completely colored over my, the lines on from my background, I'm just gonna use a little bit of a Posca and try to fix that a little bit. So yeah, so I'm feeling better, working pretty steadily on videos for you guys. Yeah, hoping that this month is going to be better. So far, it seems to be going better, even though it's only a few days in. I mean, January started off pretty darn good, but so when I was making my completed pages and I kept finding pages that I'd finished, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. I was like, holy cow, I did a lot of pages and I don't know how that happened. It seems like way more than I would normally have been able to do too. So I'm not sure what I did different. I just must have been coloring like crazy at the beginning of the month. Yeah, so here where I've got this tip of the flower is all wonky. I'm just going to add some white in there. Kind of clean that up a little bit. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let me get the rest of this flower done. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a better month for sure. I got my coloring page done for my planner this week. I really like the way it turned out. I don't know if it's just me or if other people are having this issue, but my Instagram likes seem to be down, but it's not like a big deal. Like I'm not in it for the likes, but I want to make sure that people are seeing my pages still. And so I just don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't really make reels, so I'm sure that that is not helping because that's really what Instagram is pushing. But I don't know, it's making me wonder if I should, you know, post things other places, if I should do, like, if I should do more reels, if I should do more TikToks. I mean, reels take time. It's just like, you know, it's a little more involved than just a picture for me. And I don't know that I really want to mess with all of that. So what I might start doing is adding like taking a picture and making that a reel. I don't know. Or taking some progress shots. I don't know what else I should be doing. It's just frustrating. See, I pushed too hard right there, so we're gonna see if I can erase that and try again. Where's my eraser? There you are. Let's see if I can smooth that out right there. But yeah, so I went on, I started seeing people, some of the artists that I follow, started posting, you know, that they had their February pages out there. So I went out and picked out a few that I really like. Let's see, I'm gonna do a little haul because I ordered some books recently, not too many, and a set of pencils, and then I have these pages from Etsy that I want to share. So I'm just gonna do a little haul video to kind of share with you guys some of the fun things I got. I didn't end up doing one for Christmas. I don't know, I just didn't, I don't know why exactly, but I like the way, or I really like the things that I got for Christmas. I just didn't, I don't know if I just didn't have the time or didn't have the energy. I don't know what it was. I'm gonna say that this is darker here. Trying to change the way I'm coloring this just a little bit. So I'm gonna start with the darkest color first. And then work backwards from that to see if that works better. I like this color. I think it looks nice with that turquoise and green color palette or color combo. And it's gonna go well with those little flowers in the background. I'm hoping that they're not all like, it's like too monochromatic or something. I don't want that to be the problem. All right, let's use this lightest color. Yeah, that one's not quite as dark as the other petals, so I'm gonna have to add another layer in there. Let's see, what else? I don't know, I'm thankful to be doing better, for sure. That's really the biggest thing. I did try, so I have a couple of, what did I get? The Jennifer Zimmerman coloring book. I bought that, and it's grayscale, which if you've watched my channel, you guys know that I'm not super comfortable with grayscale. I don't feel like I can get the gray covered up enough to, I don't know. I just feel like the gray shows up too much for me. I just can't cover it for some reason. But I bought that book with the hopes that I could follow a tutorial out there somewhere. And I didn't find any specifically for that book, but I did try. I started watching a tutorial by Karen Valentine, and I was trying to take some of the tips and tricks that she uses, and just, you know, trying to make sure that I stay patient and remember that it's going to take a lot of layers and all that stuff. But I just got so frustrated. And the other thing is, she's working on really nice paper, like her own paper that she's printed the image on, and I'm working on Amazon paper. Even if it is the nicer paper, it's still Amazon paper, but I'm trying to get the same result from that paper, and it's just not working. It's just not working. So I've been getting a little frustrated with that. But I'm not giving up. I'm still going to keep going. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any more layers on that page. So I will show you guys this page at the end of the month, but it's not going to be great. And I'm going to have worked like so many, like multiple hours on it. And it's just going to be like, what did you do? Why does it still look so crazy? But you know, I'm just trying to learn kind of how to do that a little bit better. So, especially when you're learning, not all of your tries are going to be successes. I just got to keep that in mind. Okay, let's see. How do we like all of that? All right, I am going to try to use my blender here and see if I can make that look a little smoother, because I'm seeing a little too much tooth of the paper for me. It's looking a little bit better. Crayolas aren't always the best at covering up that tooth, and sometimes, you know, it's fine to have the tooth showing through, but other times you want it to be nice and smooth. And I think on this one, on these bigger flowers, I do want it to be relatively smooth. All right, well, there's that one. That'll be nice. And then I'm going to use the darker marker that I found. So I have this 879. I'm going to use that in the centers of these guys. It's a nice dark brown. I am trying to pick a page for the color along. I have it narrowed down to a couple of books, but I'm trying to decide if I want to stay in like my books to finish list, because that's kind of supposed to be, you know, what I focus on in videos throughout the month, or if I want to go to a different book. And the choices right now, I have a Maria Trolle page in Botanicum, or I have a couple picked out in Lulu Mayo's llama book, which it's so cute. Like, I don't know why I haven't colored in that more. It's just adorable. Okay. All right, that's looking nice, I think. I'm gonna grab, all right, so I know the color palette for that. That's set. Let me see what this stuff looks like. I'm gonna sharpen again. All right, it's another pink combo, and this is a Black Widow combo, but I want to do the majority of it with this mushroom color, and then bring in some of these other pinks. But it's going to be another pink tone flower, so I'm not sure if that's going to if it's gonna work. We're gonna try it though. I don't know, maybe I should save this. No, we're gonna try it. Let's just do one petal and see see if it works. So then I'm just gonna do this pink. That's really close to what I've already got, isn't it? Like super close. Okay, well, now I get to find a whole new color for this other flower. Because I do like this one. So I got to figure out something for the roses. Let me erase this and then we'll start looking. All right, so my color palette does have just pinks in it. So I kind of wanted, so I have this, you know, I have this really pretty dark color. I could do the flowers dark. Could do those roses dark, or I could do the roses like a nice cream color. I think that's gonna be what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna use black widows again for that though. Yeah, we're gonna make them cream. Okay, let me grab my black widows. Okay, I need to put these guys back really quick. All right, so I think I'm gonna grab, let's grab that eggshell. Eggshell, and then we're gonna grab, you know what, I'm gonna keep the mushroom because I like that mushroom color. And then I'm gonna grab a brown, and that's gonna kind of make it more cream tone, I think, maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna grab this Merc too. Go with those three, and then let's do the tarantula color, right? Yeah, we'll do tarantula. And that one is, let's see, I think it's this one. Yeah. All right, let me set these aside. All right, round two. Okay, sharpen again. All right, so I have what I have: Merc, eggshell, mushroom. Which one's darker, the Merc or the eggshell? Okay, yeah, and then the tarantula. So let's try that. So I'm just gonna do a light layer of the Merc everywhere. So let's try it on this petal that doesn't have anything on it yet. And what I'll probably do then is I'll use my ivory Posca to do like an outline on the edges of the petals. That'll help. Okay, so I'm going to do the tarantula next. So when I use black widows, a lot of the times I'll do a really light layer of the color that I am trying to have this be like at the end. Okay, and then I'm going to blend everything on top of that. So now we're going to use the eggshell, try to blend that out, and a little bit of this mushroom color. So it'll be just a really light cream colory rose. I hope this works. I had written down that I was gonna do like some kind of blue for the birds, but I don't know if that's the right call on this one. I feel like it would be really cool if they were, I don't know if they were metallic, but I don't think that I'm going to do that, actually. All right, let me get this guy over here. We're just going to do straight color there. I'm not the best at coloring flowers either, so it's always a gamble when I start doing these. All right, I'm just going to color over this whole rose with a light layer of this Merc color. It's so light, I'm not even sure if you guys will be able to see it either. I think that's part of the... Okay. All right. Then we're going to add in, I'm just going to add in shadows everywhere I think there should be shadows. Where things overlap. I do like the most kind of basic shadowing on flowers. I just can't. I love when you can like look at them and you just see like all of the colors like flick together and everything's blended and beautiful, and I'm just like, I don't have I don't have the bandwidth for that right now. I'm just gonna add a little bit of shading and try to make it look like a flower. What do we think? That looks all right. We'll do a little bit in here. Okay, and I'm going to use eggshell. Blend that out a little. Probably could add a little bit more contrast in here too, but I don't really hate the way that this is going right now. So I'm going to add in this mushroom color, which adds a little bit, just a tiny little bit of pink, tiny, tiny, tiny little bit. I think that'll work. That's a good combo. I am going to add just a little bit more contrast though. Let me see, what color do I want for the contrast? I want I almost want to do like a gray, but I think I'm going to use the chalk tone, I think. We're going to try that. I'm just going to do it in the areas that it's going to be like the super darkest. And like right along the edges of the lines. I'm not blending outward from anything. All right, I like that. Let's add some of this ivory Posca to the edges of the leaves and see how that looks. I'm not going to do the whole leaf, just where like the edges of the leaves would be. And make that light. around the outside of this part here. All right. I think that'll look nice. Let me grab a green. We'll figure out my greens. Okay, just to make it easier on myself, I am going to go with a marker. This is a little darker than I wanted it to be, but I can add some color pencil on top, especially with my either my white or like a light yellow Prismacolor. I can go over the top of this marker and soften up areas where I would like highlights. Hopefully this will dry just a little bit lighter than what I'm putting on here right now. I used to have a lighter Tombow marker in like this softer green shade, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to look into getting something that is, because all of the other greens I have are very like yellowy green or like super vibrant like green. I hope that makes sense. So I wanted something just a little bit different than what this would be, and not those other tones so much. But yeah, all the leaves are going to be this color. Yep, this is what we're going with. Okay, so while I'm coloring these in, what else can we talk about? I know I talk about it every week, but I'm going to be talking about it for the next couple weeks at least. My Critical Role, Vox Machina, Legend of Vox Machina, is out on Amazon Prime. It's phenomenal, and every week it gets better. Three episodes release a week, and each week I'm just like, oh my gosh, just freaking out. It's so stinking good, though. All right. Yeah, this green will be good. This is good. I kind of left a little bit of the only bad thing about doing the watercolor in the background first is that my page is a little warpy, so I'm having to hold it down so that I can color evenly and not have things be all crazy everywhere. But that's really the risk that you run with water mediums, unless you're using specifically paper for watercolor, and still it'll warp or whatever unless you tape it down, which I probably could have done. I probably could have taped this down at least to just some like harder cardstock or something when I did it, because it didn't go all the way to the edges, the water medium, so I just didn't think about it when I did it. And it'll flatten itself out enough eventually. I'm not overly worried about it. It's just, like I said, a little frustrating when I'm coloring. Okay. Didn't dry a lot lighter, but it is a little bit lighter. do need to get these guys for sure. Not sure if this little part, it looks more like one of these leaves, but it could be a petal. We're gonna make it a leaf. Let's see. So, working on my, like I said, working on my next animal video. So I decided to try, well, no, I'm not going to tell you about that because you'll just see it in the videos, but it's not really like completely, I'm trying to color a little bit unconventionally. Push myself like in different directions than what I would just automatically assume that I am supposed to, you know, the way I'm supposed to color things. So we'll see how those turn out. Okay, I like this green. I think it's gonna be really pretty once this is all done for sure. I don't know around the outside. What do you guys think? Should I do like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to extend this color all the way out or if I want to do like, I don't know. I was thinking about maybe doing like a metallic border, but that would, I don't know. Just don't know. It would definitely involve more painting, and I don't know if I want to do that. I'm such a messy painter, and like when I'm using watercolors and stuff too, it's just like it gets everywhere. Would probably help if I had the right tools. Like I don't always have tiny little brushes ready to go because I'm just lazy and I just want to use what I have right in front of me instead of trying to go and find something else that might work. So yeah, so next week I should be releasing, I know definitely the bear video will be out next week. And I'm going to try to do, like I said, film a mini haul. I have some stuff coming tomorrow that will be in that. I'm trying not to buy quite as much as I've done in years past because like I said, I'm slowly running out of room for the things that I have, and I don't want coloring books to be here and just to sit on my shelf. Like they need some love. So if I can get them somewhere where they'll be more loved and actually used, then I think that I'm going to need to do that. I do have a list going right now of ones that I want to declutter, so it's just a matter of getting them out of there and getting them where they need to go, really. Oh, I have some more leaves up here. I love using water-based markers in these books. It just makes it go so much faster. Okay. All right, I think that's gonna be pretty. Yeah, and then I have like a metallic rose gold color that I can use on a lot of this. I'll try to do these as little like pinkish pearls maybe. Yeah, I think that's gonna be nice. It's gonna be good. Yeah, and I should be able to finish it this month. So yeah, that's it for me today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you again for all of the loveliness that you've sent my way. It really did help. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.